So out of your portfolio, how many percent are singular landlords and how many percent are actually like investment?
Around 50-50. Currently it's 50.
So there are like 50% of these 1,200 rooms that the units belong to single landlords.
Single landlords.
Okay, maybe from your point of view, if you are a landlord with you have one primary residence and then let's say you have another additional property for rental, would you prefer to let the realtor rent out and manage for you, or do you think in this current day and age it makes sense to pass the unit to a co-living operator? And of course, before you answer that question, can I also ask, like, in terms of, from a landlord's point of view, in terms of the market rental rate, will they be able to fetch a fair market rental rate renting to a co-living operator or finding their old tenants themselves?
Okay, just to backtrack a bit, the single unit from a single landlord, right? We work very closely with the agents. In fact, we always tell the salesperson, you got listing, you cannot rent out, you pass to me.
Right.
Yeah, so actually for us, the single landlord, we don't really have the kind of direct access to them.
So we don't do directly to the owner.
We don't do directly
So you're
to the
dealing
owner.
with realtors actually.
With
So you're
realtors.
actually offering a solution to realtors, helping that realtors are helping their landlord.
Correct. So example, this one is a very interesting story. I got a lot of my salesperson friend who come to me for save our ship on SOS. I got one of them call me almost in the verge of tears. He said, brother, you got to help me. I said, what happened? I got this unit, the tenant trash up the place. I said, how bad can it be? I look at it, to her is that what really trash up, but to me, it can be resolved. He said, how? My client in Taiwan, how am I going to answer? The security deposit also cannot cover. Then how am I going to find handyman, fix this, fix that? I said, never mind, you rent to me. You pass the whole unit to me. And for us, we pay market rental. And today, for the landlord, you pass to me, I uplift the asset for you. Look at the left-hand side. That is Jalan Elok, the one I'm talking about.
The first one.
The first one.
Right.
That unit was pretty trashed up. So that's how we turn around the asset.
Right.
You mentioned you invested 20,000, right? Initial capital to dress up the place. So what were the works that you...
Internal paint work.
Okay.
Internal paint work and really finishing. Nice coat of paint, artwork, nice furnitures.
Right.
But some of the asset was really very trash, like carpentry falling apart, counter, you see, some of the kitchen can rot until don't know what. So we also replace. So to the salesperson, right? You know that the place can have effective rental when it's nicely done up. But today, if the listing is a bad listing, the first two layers already koya already, right? You do soft finishing makeover also not much of a use, especially rental unit.
Right. So you're also like offering a solution to realtors that have long-term landlords.
Correct.
And they want to help their landlords. So especially if their landlords are overseas investors, this is actually the added avenue that realtors can pass the units to you.
Yes, one and also think to the landlord is that I'm using my money to renovate for you. You get a brand new kitchen set.
Right. Later we'll come to your investment and sunk costs and how do you make sense of the margins and all that. Okay, so if let's say you own a additional investment property, what do you think are like the pros and cons of doing it yourself through a realtor or doing it through a co-living operator?
Okay,
from a landlord's point of view.
Okay, so from a landlord's point of view, I think number one is if the co-living operator that we are talking about is of the skill and expertise of the Zambi place, then I would feel very comfortable to actually, let them manage my asset for me, right? Because of all the economics of skill, the experience and all that. But also in the market, you want to understand that there are a lot of very, very small individual co-living operators, like just individual people trying to make this as a business. So basically they do the rent-to-rent model. So for maybe like to this kind of operators, then maybe I will be a little bit more concerned to rent it out to them because I'm not sure the expertise. How are they going to handle the tenant profile? Are they going to make sure that there are proper due diligence works when they are doing all the room rentals? If they're going to renovate, am I going to get back a place that is actually better off or worse off? Because actually it really depends on like how strong the financial model is. Because in a sense, I will only hold on to maybe like a 2 years. 2 months or 3 months of like deposit, and I want to make sure that if there are any downside, it does not exceed the deposit that I'm holding. So I think in terms of selection, it's very important.
Right. How about Grace? If let's say you were to be a landlord, what are your key concerns about considering to rent out to a co-living operator?
I think I share Yurong's view. The co-living operator has to be reliable, because at the end of the day, this is an asset, right, that I'm holding. My main focus will actually, if it's a pure investment asset, is how much I can make out of it. So in the time that I'm holding it, of course, the capital appreciation is one, but I also want max rental yield the time that I'm holding it, right? But it's not just about, which co-living operator can give me the best rental price. It's which co-living operator can give me the peace of mind, right? As I'm renting out this home, I want to know that whoever I've engaged is someone that I can trust. Trust not only to take care of the house in terms of its hardware, but also, like I think Eugene mentioned, the heart. Where, right? The soul of the place, meaning that the people have to get along, the tenants have to be qualified, and they have to be, not say that we have to screen their profiles and all that, but make sure that they're people who genuinely need a space and will take care of my home as well.